Hey everyone, Wanderbot here, and welcome back to some more The King is Watching. A lot of people have been yelling at me about moving buildings, so let's try and move some buildings today, and also just kick butt again. Alright, so what are we up against? Gorzog. Hopefully we get some more bosses along the way. So, ooh, we get starting resources. Wheat? This would let me get started on something. No, we want to go for lumber. I'm just going to get these three here. All right, let's speed things up. So I can go for the unit limit immediately if I want to. Move those there. Going to slow them down for a smidge. Don't care. Guess I could have waited, but it's fine. But yeah, you can move buildings, and that's actually extremely helpful. Because that means that I can potentially get quite a lot of things set up and built and organized better in my base. Especially if we, run into situations where I'm getting mobbed. Okay. Let's just toss this over here so we get a little bit. It makes them work slower for like a little while, but who cares? Alright, we've got enemies coming in. Everything's looking good. Back to this. I'm going to move this back over here. We'll probably build another wheat field over in this area. Okay, Denari. Let's see. Do I want to try and go for the Skelemen again? The problem is we haven't unlocked much for undead units. So, Skelemen are kind of eh. The madmen are morale for madmen. Oh. Madmen are grunt and arcane now. Yeah, I guess I'll go for the madmen. I just don't think I care deeply about them. Let's go for the iron mine. There's a lot of things that kind of limit us on that one. Okay. So what are we looking at? Kind of a mess. Basic production, it's fine. We can kind of work with that, but I think I'll leave that for later. Let's go for those. Really cycle them. There. Let's see. Resource-wise, having some spells is not a bad idea. I'm going to put the wall busters here with an extra lovey barracks in case that gets me something real good. I could probably fend off the bandits. Let's do spells and then 2 basic production there. That should work. Okay, castle max HP. Let's go for the 50-50. We get an artifact. So what do we get? All troops HP is up. There's the ability cooldown. We have these now. Summons 3 peasants. Or building production. I very much prefer the troop HP. Even though being able to summon raised militia is actually going to be extremely helpful for a lot of things. I don't have clay, so that's kind of moot. A decent amount of resources, but nothing I can sell yet. Just rotate that. Being able to rotate the king's focus is extremely helpful. Which means I can probably also build the market over here. We're going to switch it to iron. Even if we can use it, we currently don't have much of a use for it. Actually, iron sells for the same as wheat. So I think I'll just wait. Alright, let's just summon some militia. It seems like they don't actually have a cooldown on them. So just, yeah, extra dudes are good. And all of a sudden, we're possibly in trouble. Okay, I have 1 peasant left. If we have 2 wall busters, we're going to take this damage. That honestly didn't hurt as much as I thought. So I could go for the clay for the madmen, but I'm going to go for the metal. And do we want to get the hunters? I do really like the hunters. The problem is I do feel like I'm going to be a bit of a one-trick pony here. We could go for the black sheep barn. They're not very good on their own, The main benefit on the black sheep is that I can sacrifice them for permanent morale, or I can turn them into the rams. Both of which are actually pretty good. Hunters aren't very good DPS. They count as a warrior. They buff flying, which is great for bees. Main problem is that I would have to go with more bees. This is tough. Because I could just go full peasant for a little while. It's not good. They're frankly terrible. They actually do a decent DPS. It's just their survivability is atrocious. This would unlock some things. I'm going to go for that. We'll see what happens. Chain lightning is going to help us. Okay, let's switch this to spawn troops to capacity. Yeah, I'm just going to put this here. Because we need water, but we don't need water that bad. Okay, that's plenty. Go back to these. And we're going to need gold. We're going to need a lot of gold. I'm actually going to switch this over to sell all of those metal bars. Those are a little bit more niche. I'm just going to zap those guys into oblivion. So this will give me plenty of resources to work with. We'll save the wood for now, just in case I have something I desperately need to build. Oh, this is the giant. Yeah, poison puddle. Okay, well, I could get the tile enchanter. We don't really want it. Oops, that was... I guess I did spend the wood. That's okay. Yeah. I should probably get the magic school down sooner than later. Oh, did they make the research table more expensive? I think they might have. Okay, let's just let the poison take him down. Oh, shoot. I should have waited. I mean, I think the wallbuster is going to get wrecked. Wait, who's this guy? There's just a goblin down there. Huh. Okay, we need the clay mine. Basic production. We need some gold. Goblin just poached my stuff. Alright, let's get the clay mine down. Because this will let me build the madhouse, which we are going to need. Gold mine and forest. Okay, and it's just... Oh, it's just 3 guys. I can work with that. I guess I haven't tried, like, an arcane build. We could go for an arcane build today. So we get some Denari and a trader. Temporary crossbowmen at the start of every wave. I like that. I like the cupbearer's vessel. That gives me free wine. I have 110. Shoot. So the temp crossbowmen let me go over cap, and they're also good damage. I think I'm going to go for the cupbearer's vessel, though. Let's see. Each black sheep provides 2 extra morale. Okay. There's the assassin's temple. Ooh. They count as a grunt. Oh, this is tempting. So this would boost all grunt troops having a assassin. We're already partway there. Like, I could pivot to magic. But I do really like the idea of just having a bunch of grunts. The assassin's also just, like, really good. Because otherwise I could buy one of those. I think we just buy the assassin school. Temple school. What am I thinking? Alright, move that over there. Get the assassin's temple down. Let's just finish building the assassin, because that boosts all my guys. We might want to get a second one. Yeah, it only slows them down for a smidge. I'm just going to get that there. Oh, it costs more. Wait, but I can just move it out of the way then. There we go. And I should probably use the boost production more often. Okay. Militia camp, another assassin's temple. Let's see. We're going to need some iron. We're probably going to need crystals. But if I get a big well, we get free wine. 7 morale or 3 wood whenever you create a unit, basic production, and let's go. So we want denarii. We want this. But that's not a troop upgrade, or I think troop training is just stats. I think I'll mix and match them there. Goblin pig. Basic production. No, let's go with that. Do you want to get the 2 free mushroom troops? I think so. They're just kind of a nice early game booster. Okay, get the big well down. Get the next assassin school. Guess I'll increase my unit limitation. Oh, I'm out of iron, aren't I? So I should work on that. Luckily, we can make an iron mine in seconds. And yeah, let's keep working on the wood for now. Okay, things are looking pretty good for me. Move this here, get enough that I can summon some more peasants. Yeah, the madmen aren't very good, unfortunately. They supposedly do hit and run. Flying warrior ranged. Oh, I hate doing that. Grunts get extra HP. I just want to see if I can do a grunt build. Okay, now that I probably have enough iron, let's just max my units out and back to production. Who do we swap this with? Wheat field, sawmill, iron mine, clay mine. We already have a clay mine. I think we go iron mine. Okay, we maxed. We are maxed. Summon some more militia. Yeah, my grunts have a decent amount of HP. Do I want to... No, we still can't do anything with the magic school. Okay, militia camp. Bone pit. They do count as grunts. They're just not great ones. I'm going to grab them anyway. And do we want to do big gold mine? Big gold mine. And a spell, Chain Lightning. So I do have the Bone Pit. It's going to be expensive, but possibly worth it. Oh, Big Gold Mine needs iron bars. Well, that's unfortunate for me. Here, I'm going to move this here for a moment. We're going to need water if I want to get these skelemen out. How bad's this looking? That was not as good of a chain lightning in it as I was hoping for, to be honest. Dude, we've given ourselves a decent chunk of HP. We're still probably lightly hosed here. But you never know. Well, there's the metal. I think I'll get a regular wheat field. Druids of the Badger, Hive, Longbowmen. Let's see. Dealt by ranged units. Like, I love the bumblebees. They're incredibly good. But I've picked them the last 3 runs. I guess I'm going to grab the firing range. Okay, let's go back to this for a second, clear that out. Go back to these. Build the wheat field here. And unfortunately, do not have enough money for that big gold mine. And maybe that's okay. Let's see. What are we up against? Summon some more peasants. That gives us even more wood. Yeah, my DPS is decent. What do you have? Temporary unit, ranged units, 1,000 water. Eh. Those are all kind of okay. So we get a Tile Enchanter, a Heal Mage. Yeah, Gold Mine. Actually gonna buy the metal. And let's go for the Magic School. But I should remember to actually use it. Okay, that's the gold mine. So I have resources aplenty. We've lost my skelemen. We should go back to working on them. Oh, these are just lizard riders. That's very manageable. I guess leave that for a bit. Gnome Dome. Recruits gnomes. Gnomes are grunts. Slingers are not grunts. And more peasants. Gnomes are flimsier, but better damage. They cost gold is the one issue. However, if we can get the capacity upgrade... I really got to get more building upgrades. Do we go for the Gnome Dome? I think we go for the Gnome Dome. Let's get the crystals so we can actually start making some crystals. Do I go for the crystal mine? I think so. Ground fire, artifact. Ooh. Indescribable figurine. When your troop falls in battle, a dreadful creature rises from their remains, has a cooldown of 140 seconds. Oh. It's still worth it. Okay, so we want building upgrades. Desperately. And infrastructure. It's an easy one to pair it with. Lightning mages. I don't think we care overwhelmingly any direction. Alright, let's go with those. So, basic productions, wheat field. Blame the farmers this time around. The accusation immediately sparks outrage amongst your farmers who furiously insist the soil and weather are conspiring against them. Nonetheless, their newfound determination is not to be blamed again, leads to record harvest next season, and new farmlands are prepared to ensure greater production. Alright, so that gives me another wheat field. We desperately need more gold, so I can actually have some more space. Let's see, how are we doing unit-wise? Gnome Dome requires a lot of that, but I think we get broader gaze. For starters. Do we set this mass on fire? Tempting. I'm just going to summon more peasants. I don't think we need to set anything on fire. Okay, I'm digging the indescribable horror. Building upgrade. Madhouse, Gnome Dome, or Crystal Mine. Or Madmen. Gnome damage? Definitely that. Execute one of your grunt units and provides denarii for each unit. I mean, yeah. Except for the gnomes, none of my grunts are terribly expensive. And so that's not outlandish. I don't think we want to get the Gnome Dome yet. We want to wait until I can expand my gaze. How bad's that looking? It's looking fine. And we definitely need to also get a hospital at some point. That doesn't look like we get the indescribable horror on this one. 90 denarii. Damn. Oh. Are we out of water? We're out of water. Gold-wise, perfect. And sure, I can sell the metal bars for messes of gold. For now. Let that go for a bit. How's this looking? It's still manageable. Do we get the Gnome Dome down? I think we get the Gnome Dome down. So I'm going to need stupid amounts of lumber for the next section. More denarii, basic production. Let's see. We're actually running low on trees. More madhouse. I mean, sure. Do we get a vineyard? No, we probably need the sawmill. Alright, let's start restocking on lads. I'm out of gold. I'm out of gold. I'll get plenty. Especially if we can get it so that the gnomes sacrifice. Let's see. Anything else? It's really do I want to try and get the execution grounds down. To farm a bunch of denarii. Maybe not this round. We still got a couple of things to build. Oh, we've lost our mushroom men. Wait, that killed all of my guys. Maybe they're just low on health. Or, oh, I see. I probably had a number in reserve. Okay, cool. All buildings work faster. Warrior troops. On death, those explode. Musketeers. I need to sell those musketeers. Troop stat upgrades, but it's expensive. 170 wood per is rough. Goldsmith's Farm. Clay Mine Winery. I really don't care for any of these, unfortunately. Like, I go for another Gnome Dome, but they're so expensive. I guess I'll go for Red Eye as well. Okay, so let's sell some blueprints. We want to get rid of the firing range. Really, that's the only one. Grunts do more damage. Grunts do more damage. Okay. So now the only other things I could get are gnomes. Get another one of those down. Yeah, do I just randomly sacrifice a person? I think so. Only one denarii at a time, though, which is rough. Oh, and it's Gorzog time. Now this might just get me killed. I just wanted to see if I could do this. Like, what happens if you have an entire build of scuddy peasants? I think that's going to be a huge issue for me, actually. Then none of them, I mean, they actually have a decent chunk of HP. The gnomes hit like trucks. Dang. Well, this actually was probably one of the better Gorzog fights we've ever done. Which is strange. Let's see. Let's go unit limit by 6. Tornado. I don't think we have any grunts at this tier. Get a crystal mine. Front damage. And let's do this again. Okay. So we have the golems. As we'll do troop training and a building upgrade. We want the denarii. Go with those. Something like that. Just get the money. It's the Hungering Maw again. I'm gonna swap those two. But I think we're gonna leave it for a bit because I'm gonna need a lot of gold. Sell the blueprint for that because we seriously do not want it. I guess I could have been using the research table all this time. Because I can sell those spare blueprints. That I'm not going to be using. Okay. How are my peasants looking? Probably just get more of these guys for a bit. Refill on gnomes. We just really need the building upgrade that makes it so I can have a gaggle of gnomes. I think I'm going to sell the blueprint for the black sheep as well. I just don't think we're going to use it. Can I sell these? I can. That's actually extremely good. Yeah, use the research bench to farm denarii. That two indescribable horrors there. Might have been. Okay, do we get a tree, grape bushes? We don't have much for grapes, so I'll snag that. Except for I could just sell them. Banish, chain lightning, chain lightning. 8 doing this. Chance of getting 2. Sure, I'll go for that. Wait. Did the price for that go up? It did. Oh no. Well, that sucked. Now I should probably restock on dudes. Okay. Before anything, tornado in the back. Doesn't look like it actually is a threat to me. Good to know. Unfortunately, none of these are peasants. Makes flour out of wheat. Water into meat. That's so expensive, though. I don't know. I'll grab a second market. I'm going to just sell these camps. More than enough water. Restock on dudes. Alright. Armies maxed out. Guess I might as well summon some more peasants, too. Get one of those, but I think we just sell it. Damn, that's a lot of guys. I'm gonna just move this. I don't think we're gonna use it. I'm gonna get that magic school down. Because I think we're gonna want the spells. And I have so many crystals at this point that it's going to be largely what saves me. Another big well. Let's see, iron mine, gold mine. And let's go for metal. And flour. Both of which I can just sell. Slap that up there. Didn't lose a single unit on that one. I'd like hospitals if I can get them. Swap these? Yeah. That slows their production for a little while, but gives us a 20% boost. Great bushes. Which I'm just going to keep selling. I think poison puddle's a smidge better. Swap those two. Slows them down for a little bit. And now that I know I can move my units around, I'm going to move all of my units around. Wow, we lost a lot of guys. Oh well. When your troops die, a blade is sent flying into the enemy, dealing 50 damage. Okay, that's pretty good. What else do we have? Execution Ground passively increases damage dealt by an HP of grunt troops by only 5%. It's okay. So I think I'm going to go for Blade of Vengeance. Because I have so many sacrificial dudes. Let's see, let's move this over for a bit. Because we need large quantities of gold. We want to get broader gaze, finally. Clay mine, which we do not need. Spell. Could do banish. Gonna do moonshine though. It's just those. That makes this easy. I guess I should use boost production. And maybe the 12 damage every second would have actually been better. I'm not sure. Cyclops, that's a new enemy type I haven't seen before. Well, time to find out what they do. Let's see. Yeah. Is that... Yeah, Goblin Swordsman. Something to that extent. Get to hospital, Yersh. We want to do this. Boost production for a smidge. Get broader gaze. Max our guys out. I'm going to need way more lumber than I have, which is unfortunate. Okay, where do I want to get these hospitals down? Guess I'm going to move that there. Get a tree. We have a gold mine, I think. Move the assassin temple there. You can get the 2 hospitals along this side. Oh. Get some more peasants. Let's just go with the hospital, get some of my guys healed. Do I want to toss chain lightning in this mix? I think so. Fireworks for productivity. Okay, so Cyclopses are tough suckers. At least they don't do an AoE. But that could have been rough. Chance that your units completely block damage. The crystals when you kill an enemy is nice, but we just don't need it. Another tornado, because we know those are good. Explosive cart factory. They are grunts. Okay, so I gotta switch this to wheat. Okay, units have been restocked. I have more crystals than I know what to do with, so let's just get a second gold mine down. And might as well use this now. Yeesh. Might as well. Small wheat field, sell for denarii. Wow, that just ruined them. Probably maybe should have saved that for a boss fight. Oh well. Hate to do that, but can't afford any of it. 3 hospitals would be probably really strong. Affording that is going to be tricky. Ooh, do we go another big well? I have more wine than I know what to do with, though. I think I'd just recycle this. Okay, second hospital. Just make our lives easier. Pop this over. I guess I should probably have the hospital somewhat active earlier. Okay. Where do I get down? Probably the other wheat field. Go down to this. Get denarii, establish production. Probably an iron mine. Even if I don't think we desperately need it here. Okay, and all my units are full health. Another blade fall. I'm just going to chuck spell. Yeah, so we do want to get enough. Ooh, those are different. I think we just keep recycling these. I guess I could do a blade fall. That really didn't do much. Did get more gold. I've got oodles of denarii. Oh, you know what I should be doing? Healing my guys. Because these guys don't do a lot of damage. They just have oodles of HP. Okay, so I can buy things. When one of my troops dies, explosive scarecrow. Tempting. Let's go for Hand of the Avenged. Increases assassin's attack range. Giant's Bedding. Here's the Owl Camp, Catapult Factory. Yeah, they don't sell anything I'm looking for. This is also kind of my last gap. Last gasp? Maybe more or less. Because after this is going to be boss fight time. I got rid of this and it's still giving me blueprint or bonuses for these guys. I wish building upgrades were more common or something. I think I'm just going to go for troop training and just hope for the best. Well, it's worthless. I guess arcane units gain bonus damage. Some of these things I wish were a little bit more, like, build focused and build friendly. That's a long cooldown on that one. Okay, summon Infernals. Yerp. Oh. This is boss time, I suppose. So does it keep going after this then? Oh, there's the oodle of wood. Could have potentially raised my unit limit, but I don't think it would have made a difference. Grab another one of those. Switch over to this. Summon an Infernal. We're also going to make him drunk. We've lost most of my units. Yeah, this is kind of what I was expecting. My general hope with this is that I can just have a massive train of Angie boys that can just kill him. Or we just lose here. I don't know. Yeah, the problem is I didn't get enough upgrades for any of my peasants. It was giving me lots of upgrades for other people. Or actually, this is pointless. I'm going to swap these in. Because we want to make sure that we have plenty of assassins. Yeah. Yeah, the problem is those crabs are extremely tanky and do a ton of damage. And yeah, the madmen, not that helpful. Like, we've actually done a decent amount of damage, but it's just not enough. Like, maybe if he doesn't summon in any more guys, we've got this. We got him. Freaking Peasant Rush won, and actually faster than most of my other runs. Oh, I was kind of hoping that would be the case. Okay. Oh, that didn't give me a crystal? We can go for riders. Starting troop limit by 1, but it's kind of expensive. Yeah, and I can't get a different playable character. I could get other counselors. So it's really... fine. I'll just pick up some of the basics. Some of those spells are probably better anyway. Challenges. So, more bosses with that king. Don't think have... It says rewards available, but... I don't think we can play as any of the other ones. Oh. Oh. Wow. Okay, some of these are tricky. 40 units on the battlefield at once. How even? First blood. Kill your first enemy. Oh. 2,000 wine at once. Okay. Looks like there's a bunch of stuff left to do. I guess I did get a crystal there. Oops. Oh well. Anyway, for now, I know that's a shorter episode, but I probably shouldn't have done that either. Oh, can I also claim that? I can. No special effects. Enjoy it while you can. So, Ascension level 2 is probably when the game gets real, when it's all 3 acts, and so on and so forth. Cool. I will have to work on that, but I'm glad I did the Peasant Rush there. I don't think I will do it again. It felt very risky. It was kind of fun to just blitz out tons of units, but they just were way too weak. If we gotten a bunch of the upgrades, like the free gold whenever your gnomes die or stuff like that, I think it would have been easier, but we also just had enough resources that it didn't matter. So, Anyway, for now at least, I guess thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you next time. And as usual, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. Bye-bye.